Okay, if I haven't made it clear by now, allow me to do so. I hate this episode! And a big part of why I hate it is the Overdrive team. In previous seasons, when the Rangers lose their powers or are put in great peril, they don't give a rat's ass. They'll keep on fighting, no matter the cost.
Powers or not, I just can't stand by and watch my friends be destroyed. Kimberly can't hold out much longer on her own.
But Tommy, it's much too dangerous.
I don't care. I'm a Power Ranger till the end.
Rangers, I may still be able to teleport you to safety.
We're gonna stay with you, Alpha.
Listen, we still have some time. We're not beaten yet.
Even if we're not Rangers still, don't you think?
We should check it out.
I have no idea what the future holds. I know people are in trouble now.
We may not be Power Rangers anymore, and our wall doors may be gone, but their spirits still live inside us!
What can you do to me without your powers?
We may not be Power Rangers, but we still have power!
Hey, where are you going? You don't stand a chance without your powers.
That wouldn't stop Dr. O, and it's not gonna stop us either.
What happens if it gets worse once we're inside?
Then it gets worse.
But this team of privileged dorks, as soon as they lose their powers, do they leap at an emergency to try to help? Do they run off to try to do altruistic things in spite of their lost powers? No! They return to their previous lives, and the emotions they display don't come off like they want to resume their ranger duties out of a desire to battle against evil, but rather, their lives are boring! Hell, Will is doing a service, trying to improve museum security systems, and even he doesn't find the work fulfilling. Season after season, we have seen Rangers not giving a damn if they have their powers or not. They'll fight evil regardless of that. The true measure of being a Power Ranger isn't the powers. The powers are just a tool to use to do what's right. It's the classic superhero situation. A truly great hero is one who's willing to do the right thing even if they don't have anything that makes them special. That's why Bulk and Skull's character development was so damn important. But not these jackasses. They lose their powers, and suddenly they get the right to whine and moan about it. And don't give me any crap about how they learn to fight even without those powers. They don't. They pull a sword from a statue. That's the extent of them fighting the good fight. Hell, it takes Mac to even get them to do that. The rest were willing to give up right away. Once a Ranger is a terrible team-up episode. It makes the Overdrive team look like a bunch of self-centered, unlikable jerks with no real fighting prowess who give up at the drop of a hat. The cardinal sin of a team-up episode is making one team look better than the other instead of being equals. The past Rangers come off so much better than them. It makes me want to see a Ranger season dedicated to those characters. Show me a season where Adam leads a bunch of veteran Rangers who kick ass. That is awesome. And as I said earlier, it barely qualifies as a team up. They're not even in the same room there most of the time. So, the old Rangers are fighting Thrax's monster with the Zords. Then Mac comes running up holding Excelsior. And then Mac runs up and slices the monster, unmorphed. I repeat, Mac jumps into the air, unmorphed, and slices a giant monster in half. That is just dumb! You could say it's the sword that's doing it, but it's just so ludicrous and awful looking that I find myself wishing for Cole's super motorcycle from Forever Red. If it's not the sword doing this, then this is the worst of the civilian powers nonsense. If he's that damn strong, then why the hell does he even bother morphing? How the hell was he having so much difficulty before? See, here's the thing. Carter Grayson running up at two giant monsters with only his guns to protect him, that is badass because it shows that he has no fear. He knows he'll get stomped, but he doesn't care. That is bravery. Mac running up and beating up a giant monster on his own and unmorphed isn't badass. It's turning on the character's God mode.